What's up, Eric? You're a wild man, Eric. Is this on? Is this on? It's on. Alright. Let me get that sorted. Oh, I cannot stand. Hello, Jamie, my love. Well done. You got beaten by Eric. That's embarrassing. You know when the streams are going live and you still get beaten by Eric? No, that's not it. That's the one. What's up, chat? Eric Bateman, what's up? Bilal's good eye. How are you? How are you? That fight did not happen. It was all part of Sphere CGI. I know, right? Craziness. Cage, what's up, man? Look in my beautiful sparkling blue eyes and talk that shit, I dare you. What's up, Cage? How are you, brother? What are we talking shit about? What's the shit talking? Grapplers aren't taking over the sport, like people are saying, but pure strikers who think the floor is lava can't deal with great grapplers with great striking because of the takedown threat. It's true, these strikers need to improve their counter-grappling game. I also... Okay, that was a... You don't need to pronounce that, Eric. Of course you do. Of course of course he does. Yeah, of course he does. Thoughts on Grasso getting robbed? It was clearly a robbery from Alexa Grasso. It was clearly... I think the microphone's still a little bit loud. Is on the couch. Probably down like that. Is that a little bit better? That's a little bit better. What's up, Miguel? Did this guy just say Merab is great striking? He did, didn't he? I got to turn this mic down a little bit, don't I? Advanced audio properties. Mic. Maybe 300%? Yes, how's that? Ooh, that's better. Ooh, that's better. Ooh, that's better. Sean didn't look good at all. Sean didn't look good. Actually, Sean looked okay. Look, Sean won the first round and won the fifth round, and people are saying that Sean won the third round. I disagree, but Sean didn't look completely destroyed. After that main event, I need you to hold me and tell me everything's gonna be okay, Bilal. We're in our hater era. This is, trust me, mate. This is the most fun way to watch a sport. When your team isn't winning and you're down the bottom of the ladder, that's where we are now. And this is the most fun time to watch a sport. We're on the comeback era right now. We're in Figueiredo's corner. We're in JDM's corner. We're in Tom Aspinall's corner. We're in fucking Lerone Murphy's corner. Do you know what I mean, Bilal's good eye? Like, we're building hype for new contenders. Most wrestlers nowadays spend like 75% of the fights on the feet. True. What's up, Larry? How are you, my friend? Cage Merab outstruck your boy. Bro, you got me with that during the stream on Sunday. I had one slip up, not the AM, bro. I hope you're doing good. Sean did decent, but he had no dog in him. He did look up. Yeah, and his coaching was horrible. Tim Welch was horrible. Horrible. O'Malley only won round 5, got dominated every other round. Not true. Round 3 he did well in, and round 1 he did well in. Sean didn't seem active enough. Hardly worked, it seemed. Yeah, true. True, Cage. I agree. O'Malley versus Cejudo. Yeah, I like that, and I think that fight will happen next. If O'Malley takes a year off, he is truly screwing up. He needs to get back in there quickly. I was more referring to the Islam Makhachevs, but Merab's takedown threat shuts Sean down even though his striking sucks. That is what happens with a lot of the wrestlers, but I sort of have been putting, Toad, I don't know if you've been noticing, but I've sort of been taking Islam Makhachev out of that wrestlers conversation, brother, because he is doing so much good work with his Muay Thai stand-up lately. So yeah, Toad, I've sort of been separating the two of them, right? As soon as the walkout song was echoing, I knew he'd lost his aura. 20 million in production, by the way. I thought it sounded good. I think it must be something that was coming across on TNT, the English broadcast, because I thought it sounded fine the way we were listening to it over here, and we were listening to it through the Fight Pass broadcast. So I don't know if the English channels were getting different audio levels, but I didn't notice any echoing on the Fight Pass that I was listening to. It's like being a North Melbourne fan. I don't know if that's a good analogy. I don't watch AFL. That's exactly the right analogy. Bilal's good eye. We are at the bottom of the ladder and we're clawing our way back up to the top. And it is way more fun this way, to claw your way back up to the top and hate watch and see the fighters that you don't like getting beaten. Tim's advice sucked. Tim's advice absolutely sucked, Cage. Absolutely. It was horrible. It was horrible. At the start of the 5th round, he was literally telling O'Malley, it's almost over. It's almost over. We're going to get through this. You know, it's nearly done with. And what was it? At the end of the 3rd round, he said, you got to find that big shot. You got to put him away with one big shot. Stop it, Jamie. Stop it. We don't need that stuck in my head anymore. I think the meta now is extremely well-rounded guys like Tom, DDP, Ilya Islam, Ankalaev, and Umar. Pure strikers or pure grapplers are striking. Yeah, no, I agree. We're in the age of MMA now, Toad. We were talking about this a couple of years ago, right at the start of that 2019 era. We were talking about this, how people are starting to really mix things well, and in gyms, they're just training just MMA. They're not really sticking to just one thing anymore. People have grown up watching the UFC and actually gotten into fighting just watching MMA. And we started that conversation like 2018, 2019. I remember that being talked about a lot in the space. But now that we're getting to 2024, 2025, that's 6 years of those kids being in the gym, then progressing in MMA, and now making it to championship level fights. That's a lot of progression from starting talking about how kids were training that to now actually being in the UFC and now actually being competitive and fighting for championship fights. So yeah, we're in a new age of MMA. And also, Toad, that is why I was saying that if Sean O'Malley can nullify Merab's wrestling, it's going to implant Sean O'Malley as a champion for a very, very long time, because he would have been that well-rounded fighter. Instead, it turns out it's Merab who is. If Alec Pereira loses, my pronoun's going to change to was, were. Don't, Eric, you know? You got to be part of Team Comeback. If Alex Pereira loses, then we're on Team Rakic. We're on Team Pereira. We're on Team Yuri Prohaska. There's always a comeback era. GSP was one of the first guys to mix it up. Yep. Be good everywhere. True. GSP versus Matt Hughes. 2 amazing knockouts. True, Miguel. True. I saw people saying the sport's dead today because all the chants are grapplers, but they called DDP and Islam wrestlers when they were mostly winning fights with their striking. I think we're just in a morning session. You know, that's why I've named this stream the UFC 306 post-mortem. I think we're just in a dark era right now. The sport is definitely not dead. The sport couldn't be more fun. And yeah, I think people just need to rally around getting around their hater era. Larry the Realist Rick. What's up, Larry? How are you, man? Everyone I've heard complain about the echo is in the UK. Sucks to live under a monarchy where the kings and queens keep the good audio feed to themselves. Prince Charles is just sitting, King Charles is just sitting in Buckingham Palace going, yes, give me that good audio feed. We need Merab versus Umar. Merab misses weight and then beats Umar, same as Oliveira versus Gaethje. Gets stripped and they both get the Makayev treatment. Fired? Yes, mate. Bilal Muhammad and Pereira are dominating as purists. You sort of have to admit that Pereira is being protected, and I don't think Bilal is dominating as purely wrestling. Bilal does a lot of, not heavy hands, but certainly a lot of striking. Bilal throws a lot of strikes. Audio hoarders. Cage fighting is a crazy career. Crazy career. So, today, boys, and I knew that this stream was going to be a heated stream. We're about to have a very, very heated debate. The moment that UFC 306 finished, I turned to Jamie and I said Tuesday's stream is going to be a reckless stream. I mentioned it again at the end of my UFC 306 post-fight video, and mentioned it again in today's video. In today's very stream, boys and girls, in today's very stream, we are going to be going through... What's up, Isaac? How are you? Miguel, I'm going to read your comment. In today's stream, we are going to be going through the classic list that we like to do at this time of the month. And that is talk about the pound for pound rankings. We're going to be talking about the pound for pound rankings, and we need to be talking about where Sean O'Malley goes on the pound for pound rankings. We also need to be talking about where does Merab Dvalishvili go on the pound for pound rankings. So I know that this is going to annoy a lot of people, but it's that time. It's what we have to do. Let me catch up now. What is your prediction for Jones versus Stipe? My prediction is that Stipe Miocic does not make it to the fight. It is John Jones versus Tom Aspinall last minute, but John Jones decides that he's not going to be fighting Tom Aspinall at all, especially on last minute, and the UFC scrambles to make Tom Aspinall versus whoever is the least injured out of the Cyril Gane-Alexander Volkov fight. That's what I think is going to be happening. O'Malley just reacted to the feints horribly and underestimated Merab's speed, I'm guessing. Yeah, but also you notice that O'Malley threw a lot less leg kicks, and O'Malley starts his striking with the leg kick. What's up, Paradox? How are you, brother? O'Malley starts all the striking with his... What's up, Nacho? What's up? O'Malley starts all of his striking with the low kicks and the jab, and he threw a lot less low kicks, and he threw a lot less teep kicks as well. And that was all because he was scared of the striking coming at him. The exact same reason, I don't know if you remember this, Isaac, you probably do, that Dustin Poirier said he couldn't get his combinations going against Islam Makhachev because he was scared of the takedown coming back at him. That takedown being thrown at you is some of the best striking defense in MMA. Cheweedies! What up? I don't think cage fighting is all crazy, to be honest. I get those things like Aldana's cut, but that's few and far between. These guys aren't modern gladiators, just athletes. That's a pretty wild take, Cage. I don't know if I agree with that. In fact, I don't agree with that. They are modern gladiators, because even back in the day, the gladiators would fight again. Yeah, there was a lot of deaths, but that's almost like the complete KOs that we have right now. There was career gladiators back in the day that would make a career out of it. You know, they would fight where they would just get a little bit bloodied up, and then they would yield, and they'd go back to being gladiators the very next month. So, you know, if you count a knockout as a death, they pretty much are close to modern day gladiators. Side note, just found out that my former UFC flyweight bud Nate Maness, who got cut for no apparent reason, is signed to BKFC. I didn't know BKFC even had a flyweight division. That's pretty cool, Larry the Realist Rick Mavid. Paradox, good to see you, man. I hope you're doing good. Volk has no chin, in case you forgot. I never forget. I wake up having nightmares about that. Cage is yapping. Cage was yapping a little bit there. JDM is the best pick I've ever seen. Yes, Isaac. Absolutely correct. I'd still call O'Malley the best striker in the UFC, but he's coming off a loss, so we've kind of got to we can't say that for a while. Yeah, we can't say he's the best striker in the UFC when you've got Tom Aspinall and Alex Pereira who are still getting Ws, and Figueiredo climbing his way back up. It's hard. I think Stipe will make it. I disagree, Miguel, but that's fair enough. Finished work and thought maybe Doug Seth will be live. Mate, I'm here for your entertainment, Paradox. What time do you finish work, mate? Aren't you in England? Jesus Christ. John Jones is better than Holloway? Not true. Come on, Miguel. Merab defends leg kicks badly, but the concern was them getting caught. Yeah, which is why O'Malley couldn't get them going, right? Merab is high up. He might be number 3. That is what we are going to be talking about in this very video. My legs are killing. The fuck is this pound for pound? This is... What's up, Lane? How are you, my friend? Paradox, this is the pound for pound list, but we do now have to start looking at where do we put Merab Dvalishvili, and I think we should start to talk about where do we put Sean O'Malley now. If Stipe pulls out... How are you, Lane? I hope you're doing good, mate. If Stipe pulls out and John refuses to fight Tom, I confidently predict that Dana will talk some serious shit about John. You'd hope so. You would absolutely hope so, Larry. Although I do wonder if John Jones would take Dana White and the UFC and just grab him by the balls and ask for a lot of money to fight Tom Aspinall. Even Hardwick says that modern gladiator stuff is ridiculous. I mean, that's just someone's opinion. My opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. I think they're pretty close to gladiators. You know, again, the gladiators made careers of fighting each other. It wasn't always blood and death every single fight. It was combat sports with swords. And then they would hurt each other, and one of them would yield, and then they'd go back to training. What could be closer than an MMA fighter? I'm genuinely curious about that. Dougie's pound for pound list, more like a who's losing next list. What's up, Run Deep? Dude, Run Deep. Everyone who makes it to number 2 on my pound for pound list has so far lost their next fight. I'm telling you, this pound for pound list is a kiss of death. Every time I put someone as number 2, they lose their next fight. Pereira is the best. Pereira's pretty fucking good. Stipe won't pull out. Have some faith in the old... Stipe won't pull out. Have some faith in that old boy. What's up, Weston? How are you, brother? I hope you're doing good, man. Stipe aren't missing out on the millions. I hope not. I do 5 p.m. till 5 a.m. You are a Chad, mate. No wonder you're the Chad. John Jones is easily better than Holloway. What are you talking about? No, I disagree. John Jones lost against Dominic Reyes, lost against Thiago Santos, who had 1 knee, and took Anthony Smith to a decision. Jamie wasn't first. Jamie was not first, unfortunately. Sean at number 2 is insanity. We're about to boot him from number 2. Pereira will get beaten by Ankalaev with the grappling, and then people won't call him the best striker anymore. Doesn't make sense, but that is the sport. I think it's because of how bad your striking looks, Toad, when you're in there against someone who is such a dominant wrestler. Not that Magomed Ankalaev is a dominant wrestler. He is a Muay Thai striker. But I think what happens is, you see someone who you see as a great striker and you know is a great striker, and then you put them in there against a wrestler and their striking looks fucking horrible because they're so scared to throw strikes. And then because the sport is run off recency bias, run off recency bias, the last time you saw their striking, it looked dog shit, so you lower them in your striking tier list that you have going in your own head. That's what I think is happening there, Yog. Merab versus Umar is a wild fight. Wildly boring. Am I right, chat? Am I fucking right? I know, Eric was live. Yeah, Eric was the first. Can't believe Doug actually knows stuff about the gladiators. I'm shocked. What he's saying is factually correct. Thank you, Nacho. I appreciate it. I'm not always completely wrong. Molly Whoppery's vid about Max versus Justin comparing them to gladiators was pretty sick. I haven't seen that one, but fair. How hard... Oh, Yog. Get over it, mate. Her face has been cut open. It's time to find the one. Let Pereira out of that list. Maybe I'll make Pereira number 2 on the pound for pound list. Doug knows a lot about gladiators. It's true. I think about Rome every single day. So much cope here. He won those fights on the judges' cards as being champ in 2 divisions. Holloway lost to Volk 3 times. Embarrassing take. Wrong, Nacho. Wrong. That is not cope. How is that cope? Dominic Reyes beat John Jones. Thiago. Have you watched those fights, Nacho? I'm genuinely curious. Have you watched those fights? Dougie is a modern gladiator with their 4'11 stature. I'm 178 centimeters tall, which is pretty much 5'10, which is almost 5'11. I checked your channel, and you're 1-9 on pay-per-view main events. Oh my god. Please be adamant on picking Ilya and Jones. I am actually adamant on picking Ilya and Jones. Did you watch today's video? I called my main event picks a kiss of death. I can't believe how fucking bad I am at picking main events this year. Holy shit. That's actually impressive to be that shit at main event picks. That's exactly what John is doing with Dana in the UFC right now. John doesn't have any dirty picks at Dana. He has the ability to make 2 champs in a row. He didn't win the belt off. That's exactly what John is doing with Dana and the UFC right now. John doesn't have any dirty picks of Dana. He just has the ability to make it 2 champs in a row. He didn't win the belt off of the previous champ. Please reword that for me, Larry. Ankalaev honestly gets KO'd within 2 minutes. I think so, Isaac, because Ankalaev doesn't wrestle. He never wrestles. He's a stand-up striker. That's my favorite video of all time, you fucking legendary cunt. He's got a right big grip on their balls. Keep the list the same. First champ out of the pound for pound, he sucks. Keep the list the exact same. First champ out of the pound for pound, he sucks. Which champ is that? Eric, which champ is that? 1 on the judges' scorecards. Forget the judges are a source of infallibility for MMA. Yeah, winning on the judges' scorecards literally means fucking nothing, mate. John Jones beat Santos. Now Dom. John Jones barely beat Santos. Didn't really beat Santos. The only person on earth that thinks Holloway is better than... You're the only person on earth that thinks Holloway is better than John Jones, bro. You have to be trolling. I am not trolling. At all. In any way. Not even a little bit. I am deadly serious. I think Max Holloway, pound for pound, is a better fighter than John Jones. Deadly serious. I think John Jones is washed up, old, lost his last 3 fights at light heavyweight, lost his last 2 fights at light heavyweight, took Anthony Smith to a decision, and is very lucky that Cyril Gane never did a day of wrestling in his life. Do you remember when you had Leon and the list and I told you he was a fraud? Yes. Why is O'Malley still ranked number 2? That is why we are fixing this list right now. Dougie is a Holloway Glazer. He has been from day one. That is not true. Dominic Reyes is worse loss than Volk 3 times. Yeah, I agree. It must suck to be... Nacho. Get fucked, Nacho. Must suck to be retarded. You are a fuckwit, mate. That's good. That was a good one. All right. That was a good one. Sorry. All right. Alexa Grasso and Shevchenko have fought each other 3 times since the last time John Jones fought. Facts, Joe Hogan. And it's good to see you, man. Facts. Good to see you, dude. That is true. All right. We can now move. We're now caught up with chat. Fucking hell, Nacho. That was a good one. All right. Sean O'Malley is clearly not the number 2 fighter in the UFC. So where do we put him? We need Sean O'Malley. We need to discuss where he goes. So I think this... fuck. Now, this isn't going to be the final list, but obviously Ilia Topuria is going to be getting moved up where he sits on the pound-for-pound list. I don't know if he sits at number 2. This is just... I'm just thinking out loud here. Now, Sean O'Malley versus Alex Pereira. I still think Sean O'Malley's got better grappling than Alex Pereira and better get-ups. So we could be... Although I think Tom Aspinall has got better grappling than Alex. So we could be moving the list around like this. It could look something like this. I think Max Holloway has got better get-ups than Pereira and better counter-wrestling. It could be something like this. Now, I think Volkanovski needs to get kicked off the pound-for-pound list. No. Sean Strickland. Yes, because of inactivity, we're kicking Sean Strickland off the pound-for-pound list. Start the list from scratch? Nah, the list is in flux. You can't start the list from scratch. I think Sean Strickland gets kicked off the pound-for-pound list. And then, having said that, we need to add Merab Dvalishvili. Where is Merab? Yeah. So where does Merab go in all of this? So it goes Alexander Volkanovski, then JDM, then Robert Whittaker. Just great Australians, all of them. Then Arman Sarukian, then Alexandre Pantoja. Bilal Muhammad might be going very high up this list. Then John Jones, Alex Pereira, Max Holloway. All right, this is just where my head's at, right? I'm just thinking out loud here. Let me get back to chat. Docs is spitting facts. Start the list from scratch. We shan't be doing that run deep. We've put too much work into this list. It's a list. It's in flux. That is true. This list is constantly moving. Is being from Warrnambool the best base for being a Dougie's Corner fan? It is Bilal's good eye. It absolutely is. No way Holloway is above Pereira. We can debate that as I get a little bit closer to sorting out all the chats. Doesn't the pound for pound list also take into take recent achievement? It does. Some people's do. I like to make it as like a skill for skill list. But yeah, some people doing it that way. Leon is so skilled everywhere and extremely technical, but he just needs to have a bit of that DDP in him to be elite. True, Toad, true. He needs a bit more fire, right? What is it with you and hating Volk? You'd rather have a rainbow-haired freak than Volk? I love Volk. I love Volk so much. I just speak bluntly about Volk. Did Holloway say you could have an interview with him if you started riding his dick? Dude, why are you so anti-Holloway? That's the real question, Nacho. Why are you so against it? What has John Jones done in the last 5 years? Give me something John Jones has done. Strickland fought in June. Volk has lost 2 in a row. Volk was the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Joe Hogan. He gets points for that. So your list is based on skill. Yes, so let's do that because there's some new people here that might not understand, Miguel. My list, my pound-for-pound list, is a skill level of all the fighters. You ignore the idea of weight class and you look at how well they get up, how well they defend takedowns, how well they strike, how creative they are with the boxing. It is a skill for skill level list. In your mind, you should be able to picture all the things that Mighty Mouse does, and then imagine if Mighty Mouse was 6'3", and how quickly he would put John Jones in a fucking armbar and rear naked choke him. Like how fluidly Mighty Mouse would just kick the living shit out of John Jones. So you got to have a bit of imagination with this. Ilya at number 2 is too much. It does feel like it is a little bit too much. Volk doesn't get kicked. Volk didn't get kicked, Weston. He's still here. He's still here. First champ outside of the pound for pound. First champ outside of the pound for pound. Who's the first champ outside of the pound for pound, Eric? Oh, you mean like Merab doesn't even get to go on the pound for pound? I'm with you. We're just used to Sean fighting like 5 times a year. That's true, Joe Hogan. He is really slowed down, right? We are used to a lot of activity for him. You said if Stipe pulls out, then Joan may grab them by the balls and tell them to give him a boatload of money to fight Tom. Yes, true. I'm with you. Thank you for re-clarifying this, Larry. That's what I was replying to, and we know Dana and the UFC hate when a champ retires vacates with the belt because it hurts the image of whoever comes in next. That's true, and hinders the division for quite a while. True. It'll be even worse if it happens twice in a row. That is the massive leverage that John has. Yeah, exactly. Which is why if Stipe does pull out, John Jones can literally just ask for Sphere. He can ask for Sphere. He can ask for $25 million. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Midstream ads? Oh, shit, Weston. Sorry. Download the Brave browser. His list is based on who is the biggest rainbow-haired freak. Backwards. Thought you were waiting till Tuesday. Tuesday, Australian time. Monday night, American time. Tuesday morning, European time. That is what... What day is it today? It's Tuesday. I'm on time. Backwards. How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Anakin, what's up, brother? How are you? I know you'll have some good input on this. We are revisiting the pound for pound list. Where does everyone fit on it now that this has happened? Friendly reminder, like the stream guy. Who else does streams like this, guys? Where we bring shit up live, debate it, share ideas. You just insult me with reckless abandon. Who's giving you daily MMA videos of different topics, plus live streams, plus shorts on the news as well for you to just flick through? Who's giving you this much content on MMA while holding down a full-time job and a wife? Like the stream, lads. Like it. Like the stream if you hate Doug's list. All right, Run Deep, that was unnecessary. I big me up and stream tears me down. Merab wouldn't be in the pound for pound rankings for that long. Figgy and Umar will beat him. So let's not put him that high up. I hate that your photo's Merab now. Is that Merab now, Anakin? Unbelievable. I feel like I'm in a different reality. I know, right, mate? We're living in Merab's world now. Merab, keep him out. Keep him out of the pound for pound. I'm hearing people say Pereira's above Islam already, and I imagine we'll hear more of that after 307. People have just forgot what pound for pound means. Yeah, if you think, dear members of the MMA community, hello, my name is Dougie's Corner. I run an MMA channel for MMA fans. If you think that Alex Pereira is higher on the pound for pound list than Islam Makhachev, you're a fucking retard. Go get your fucking brain sorted out, you dumb cunt. That is the dumbest fucking thing in the world. Stop it. Get help. Islam Makhachev knows Muay Thai striking and Dagestani wrestling. He's literally better in every way. Just stop it. Get help. Holloway is dope. I like him more than Jones, but I can't let that rewrite history. You're rewriting history. Jones has lost most of his fights in the last 5 years. Merab is not skilled at all, but having unlimited cardio makes him basically unstoppable. He can chain wrestle for as long as he wants until he wins. Yeah, true. And it's going to put him very high up on our pound for pound list, Tote. Brave Browser is where it's at. Chew Wednesday. Lucas Tracy's gone. I've lost track of time. That happens when you're stuck in the woods backwoods. MMA Guru doesn't even do this much. Exactly. And he's probably watching right now. Guru, I'm coming for you. You might have 200,000 more subs than... You might have a 200,000 sub lead, Guru. But you know at night. You know I'm keeping you awake in the morning. Never inside. Thank you, backwards. Thank you, Bilal's good eye. Not married, just to be clear. Well, you know what I mean, my love. I'd never insult. Of course not, Cage. Absolutely. My pound for pound is Ribovix Anakin. I build you up in chat, and you go and say something. You go and say something like that. On a related note, you're stunning and brave for staying with Doug despite all of his event predictions. You're stunning and brave for staying with an idiot of the MMA community. I'm getting the haters to like as well. God's work. Yeah, I question my life choices. Doug says he has a wife, but we're not married. We're as good as married, you know, my love. Says the guy who has O'Malley on the pound for pound list. The only reason he is relevant is because the UFC promoted the shit out of him. Not the AM, bro. That might be true. Oh, shit. Merab doesn't chain wrestles. He spams takedowns. His top pressure was a lot better, Run Deep. A lot better. You know? It was a lot better. So, okay. So, Ilia Topuria has got sick boxing and has got like 7 years of jiu-jitsu under his belt. So, I do feel like... Now, someone said Ilia at number 2 is too high. But if you're not putting Ilia at number 2, who are you putting at number 2, chat? Now, Merab at number 3, I feel like if you had a Dricus du Plessis level of want to win with forward pressure, you could beat up Merab. So, Merab doesn't go above Drick. Now, he clearly goes above Sean because he just fucking embarrassed Sean O'Malley. Skill for skill. Now, see, this is the sort of thing, right? A Merab versus a Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall would go with forward pressure because Tom Aspinall doesn't mind getting grappled or wrestled or put in bottom position. So I can't put Merab above Tom Aspinall either. Now, Max Holloway does not want that fucking Merab smoke. If they were the same weight class. Nor does Alex Pereira, nor does John Jones. Oh, shit. John Jones is a bit low, isn't he? Because John Jones wouldn't mind that wrestling pressure. But I've just argued with Nacho for 30 minutes about how Max Holloway's a better fighter than John Jones. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, shit. I've made a mistake here. And now I can't admit to Nacho that he's right and I'm wrong. That would be a bad look. Maybe I could just block Nacho. I could just ban Nacho from the channel. And then that way I don't have to admit that I'm wrong. And I could just do that thing on the internet where you just pretend you're right and keep it moving. I could do that. Do I like Nacho that much? I'll think about it. Let's read chat. Anyway, what were we saying? Promoted. Yeah, I said earlier at number 2 is too high. He's like number 5. Ooh, all right. I could think about that. I could think about that. Let's catch up on some chats and go back to that one, Isaac. Let me keep that one highlighted so I remember where you're at. Doug will say anything to avoid a ring. True. Doug, you should put us all as members you should put all us members as apprentices so we can slap plaster up and be collective autistic MMA hive. Might be a collective autistic MMA hive. I like that, man. Maybe when I bring in different, what are they called? Members tiers, members rankings. Level 1 will be apprentice. I like that. So if pound for pound means skill for skill and well-roundedness, Merab is realistically at number 15 and Volk would move up, yeah. That's a good one, Cage. Maybe we'll do that. Are you going to take Volk off the list? Never. Maybe. he loses the next one, I might take him off the list. Next person to disrespect Volk is getting banned. Good. Ilya is... Where would I go to? Ilya is crazy skilled. The only aspect is he isn't elite at kicks. Yeah, number 5 is a bit low. I know Isaac just pushed for number 5. I'll think about it. Ban me. Adopt me, mate. If we're going to criticize fighters for attributes being a part of their success, we should apply it across the board. Not just to wrestlers with their insane gas tanks. Francis was never very skilled. That is true. Francis just had a... Where's the way Joe Rogan would say it? Thunderous punch. He's got no chin. We know. Fucker hasn't fought in years. I'd say take Jones out. Oh, that's a good idea, Run Deep. And that way I don't have to argue with Nacho. That's a good idea. Nacho is right. Pandering to Mexicans, are we, Dana? I've been shadow banned. Censor him. Yeah. Should we ban Nacho? John Jones is conflicting with me here. Where does John Jones go on the list? This is the best way to handle this. Nacho's been in every single chat since he got here. He's one of the core members of the channel. What do? Censor him. Shadow banned. Jamie's brandishing a ringless fist. Nacho is a chat. Putin. Pound for pound also includes chin, cardio. Oh, I know. Sorry, you guys might not be aware of this, Toad. I'll get to this. Pound for pound also includes chin, cardio, athleticism, and being in your prime. It literally just means if everyone's the same size to every aspect. Exactly. Which is why, Toad, when we do get into the nitty-gritty of the pound for pound debate, we have the Dougie's Corner Fighter Matrix, where we can really hash all this shit out and work out through the power of math where fighters go on the pound-for-pound list. Volk definitely is more skilled than Merab. Merab should be on his own list called the Steroid Gremlin list, where he could sit comfortably at number 1. Jones doesn't even need to be on that list. You can't ban our number 1 sponsor. I won't allow this. Ban plus no refunds. Merab is legit the most one-dimensional fighter on the list. True. Jones will be retired after 309. He is already in retirement. Home with Stipe, so let's just kick him out and call Tom the real champ. Backwards says it is just science. And the poll has ended. Nacho has maintained his spot as the leader. Well, not as the leader. Jamie's the leader. As the, the second in command of the Dougie opposition party. Well done, Nacho. You've stayed to fight another day. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, chat. I think rather than kicking Alexander Volkanovski, who hasn't got a fight scheduled and lost in his last 2 fights by vicious head kicks, ban Nacho. Slap it at $2 to slap Doug. Yeah, Weston, get the Brave browser, mate. You can get it on your phone. You can literally install it on your phone and watch YouTube the exact same way you watch YouTube on the YouTube app. Just on the Brave browser app. And just save YouTube as your homepage. And it fixes all of this. And I get my $4 worth of ads per stream, and you get free. You get to watch YouTube for free. I've told you this so many times, Weston. Oh, God. Sophisticated. So, John Jones is fighting to be the greatest of all time in a couple of months. Alexander Volkanovski has had his fucking head kicked in twice in a row. Let's get John Jones off the list. Nacho's status was never up to debate. Long live Nacho. Thank you for the $2, Nacho. We appreciate it, man. Oh, shit. All right, cool. So, Ilya Topuria. Now, Isaac was talking about Ilya Topuria not really deserving to be at number 2 on the list. But, Isaac, I'm going to need a reason why. Because in my mind, Ilya Topuria's boxing is the crispest out of anyone on this list. The crispiest out of anyone on this list. And he's got that ground game of jiu-jitsu. Not that we've seen it in recent events. Wait, did we really need to kick John Jones off the list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We didn't need to kick John. We could have just moved Jones all the way down. So we didn't need to do that. We could just move John Jones to the very, very end of the list. We didn't need to kick him. We could do this. Alexandre Pantoja, Armin Sarukian, Robert Whittaker, JDM. But if Jones is on the list, you can't have him as number 15 on the list. So you have to get rid of Jones. Put someone else there. Maybe Shavkat Rakhmonov. You could put Shavkat Rakhmonov as number 15 instead of John Jones. That's a good idea. Let's do that, chat. Let's do Shavkat Rakhmonov instead. Yes, chat. That's what we'll do. God, oh man, I'm good at this. Just making shit up. Yep, that's better. Yeah, that's better, chat. I don't want to embarrass him on the stream, Nacho. The slap will be had off camera. Dougie, be prepared. Power slap is going down. You know what power slap means? I get to slap you back, right? We stand at each end of the podium, and the first one. Have you ever watched power slap? Probably not, because you have a brain. But we each stand at each end of, say, the kitchen island, and you could slap me first, but then we count to 3, and then I slap you back, and you just keep slapping each other until someone goes unconscious. The sport of kings, my love. The sport of kings. Thanks, Jamie. I have faith in you. Kick him like he kicks his wife. Fucking hell. Take Pantoja off. He lost to Usyk. Oh, he's still a champion, though, Larry. Fucking double slap. Take O'Malley off the list now. He's not even top 500 in the UFC. Oh, yeah. O'Malley's got to go down, 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 down. He does have to go down. Probably down here, I would say. Oh, Bilal Muhammad at number 8 makes me physically ill. Oh, JDM's got better. JDM did better grappling against Bilal. Not against Bilal. Against Gilbert Burns. There we go. This is the pound for pound list right now. I'm open to debates. But this is how I see the pound for pound list right now. Jamie caught it. It's my Gnostic philosophy leaking through. I like that backwards. That's based. The Brave Browser is a win-win. Dougie can earn a bit of coin for his time and no ads for you guys. That is the facts right there, mate. He's 27. He's not complete. Overextends often. Just doesn't have good polished kicks. Oh, we're talking about Ilia Topuria. Okay, Ilia Topuria. He's not complete. He overextends often. Doesn't have polished kicks. His grappling is good, but it's not great technique-wise. Isaac, can you name someone on the list who should be higher than him? Equality? Equality. I'm getting my ass eaten right now. Sounds hot, Kenny. Do you want to be... You won't be awake to slap me back. You'll be KO'd. Be honest, Dougie. The first slap from you is going to be the KO. No, you never... Dude, Jamie can crack, mate. Just to make sure you slap him in the bedroom, Jamie, so I can get the video from the secret hidden camera I have there. Oh, shit. I mean, having O'Malley on the list and not the current heavyweight champion, John Jones, is infuriating. Actually, we did just kick him. Oh, yeah. That's a fair complaint, Nacho. He's not open to debates. If you cook him, he'll just take your... You did not cook me, mate. You did not cook. All you said was I was coping. What's up, Tony? How are you, brother? Can we put Bilal down? I will pay you. I mean, I'm open to taking donations. Aspinall is better than Ilia. Ooh! Aspinall is better than Ilia. Oh, do not say Bilal. Dricus' striking is too disgusting for me. Dricus' striking is too disgusting for me. Ilya's striking is just prettier, cleaner, more efficient. Oh, but it's MMA. It's not just striking. And Dricus has actually shown that he has takedowns. But so has Topuria. Topuria, like, out-grappled Bryce Mitchell. Aspinall has more title defenses and almost exclusively round 1 finishes. True, Cage. This is rigged, Dictator. That is also true. By the way, there's a really cool grey shirt you're wearing, Jamie. Aspinall better than Ilya. Yeah, I can get around that. Dricus and Bilal are better than Ilya. Once he KOs Max, you can put him at number 2. Dricus is effective as fuck. Effectiveness beats technique. And it is true. That is true. Dricus is effective as fuck. Oh, and Bilal's better than Merab. Okay, alright, chat. Let's do this. Dricus, Aspinall. True. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, that hurts. There's no lube on that, chat. There's no lube on that. That hurts. That slid right up there. Oh, that's deep up the list. I don't like that. I don't like the way that feels. That feels bad. That feels really bad. I don't like that. What the fuck did I just do? Alright, that's the pound for pound list. I don't like that at all. Oh god, that hurts. Okay, let me read some more chats. I don't even want to look at it. Look at that fucking list. Yeah, the camera's crashing. I can't handle it. I can't handle that list. The camera's crashing. Are we here, chat? We're here. All right, let me read chat. Dictator, by the way, that's a cool shirt. Dricus, and he KOs Max. You can put him on through, as well as Tom. It's effectiveness, but yeah, that's true. Out-fondled D's nuts. Ilya has been crazy dominant so far, undefeated, all but 2 finishes, only lost like 2 or 3 rounds. Thank you, I need this, Toad. And only ever in danger from a random head kicks. You gotta put him high just for that. I needed that, Toad. I needed that argument. Thank you. If you want to see how Dricus compares to the lower weight class fighters, watch Torres versus Bahamundes from 306. He gets absolutely steamrolled. Where are you, Tony? There you are. Bilal's not better than Ilya. I've got no idea why I said that, but DDP and Aspinall are. That's just how good I am from Bilal's good eye. The video quality isn't the best. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the live cam that you have in my bedroom, Larry. Alex and Max got to be above Merab and Bilal. Alex and Max need to be... yeah, they do. They do, but it's MMA, not striking. Ugly list, but kind of true. I know, right? Because it's an MMA list. It's the MMA pound for pound list, not striking, right? I wouldn't put him under Merab, but close. Who are you talking about? Bilal? Yeah, okay. Why are Max and Alex so low? Because they have no ground game, and it's an MMA list, Kenny. Ilya actually doesn't wrestle. I know, it's all in the striking, but we know that he has grappling because he grew up. How are you, Cayman, by the way? It's good to see you, man. How did your training go today? We know because he has grappling because he trained jiu-jitsu. There is no way you can objectively consider Aspinall to be better than Topuria. Topuria has the most skillful boxing we've ever seen in the UFC. I agree, Tony, but then again, this is the MMA pound for pound list, and Aspinall was pretty much a baby in a jiu-jitsu gym and actually has I think he has more submissions in the UFC than Ilya Topuria has. I think he's got better wrestling and ground game than Ilya Topuria does, even though Ilya Topuria has got the cleaner boxing. He wrestles when he feels like it versus actively applying it consistently. Ilya doesn't actually... Yep, he wrestles when... this is the same sentence. Ilya doesn't actually wrestle very often. He actually boxes for the most part. He wrestles when he feels like it versus actively applying it. Yeah! Which means we don't get to see it that often, Cayman. We really don't get to see it that often. Anybody else play with Silly Putty growing up? I did, for sure. The more it hurts, the more true it probably is. Yeah, right. Bilal above Jones is absolutely outrageous. Don't be surprised if you get perma-banned from YouTube. Ilya did wrestle exclusively for like his first 8 fights. In the UFC or in regionals? Are you trying not to shoot your shorts? I really am. DDP at number 2 looks weird, but he probably finds the goofy sub KO against all these guys after getting beaten up. Well, again, like DDP's game looks sloppy as shit, but DDP's game implemented in MMA just fucking works. Jamie gets it. We're still alive. Sorry about that. Sandhagen or O'Malley, who is physically a wrestler. I think that fight would end up on the feet, and O'Malley would win that fight. Aspinall's better than Dricus. I'm willing to come back to that, Paradox. I'm willing to come back to that. People underrate Topuria because they don't like him. There's really no argument for him not being in the top 4. You don't believe, Tony, you do not believe that Merab and Bilal's MMA forward pressure is more effective than Topuria's forward pressure, even though Topuria does have the cleaner striking. I ran 3 miles today. Nice, man. Nice. Hey, that's all right. You're keeping it up. You're keeping the movement up. What's up, Alex? We are 58. We are 52 minutes deep into the hottest debate we've had on the channel. What is the current pound for pound list? Jamie's obviously in her 20s. Beautiful. Looking beautiful. Ilya isn't proven enough against the top competition. We'll know more after the Max fight. Even that will probably, Nacho, that'll probably just be a stand-up affair, won't it? We won't get to see a lot of MMA in that fight, will we? I like Ilya, but it's not like he has beat real competition aside from Volk. I mean, Josh Emmett is just a big, meaty hook. R.I.P. Lucas Tracy. But yeah, I get what you're saying. And then Bryce Mitchell, he hasn't beaten well-rounded competition. Pound for pound is based on skill. Aspinall has 2 subs in the UFC over kickboxers. Ilya has 1 in the UFC over a BJJ black belt. That's a good argument. Ilya's submission kind of counts for more in that context, doesn't it? That's a good argument, Tony. Tony's put up a good one there. A really good one. Pound for pound is based on skill, and Aspinall has 2 subs in the UFC, but they're over kickboxers. Ilya has 1. What if we split the difference? Chat? Ilya's getting finishes. Ilya's more dangerous than Bilal. The danger factor. It's embarrassing seeing strikers look so frail in soy compared to Chad wrestlers. Strikers eat some steak and some milk and some proper strength training, for goodness sake. Yeah, these fucking lanky kickboxers. Learn how to stay up. Get some abs. Silly putties for old folks, silly putties for everyone, man. I don't want to be 20. I like being in my 30s. I'll be 37 this year, so I'm on my way out of the 30s. RIP to our 30s. Am I on drugs or are the drugs consuming you? It's like a yin-yang. It's a bit of both, mate. Talk more about Alexa Grasso's feet. I can't believe you weren't here for the Pokemon card day, Yog. We literally made Alexa Grasso's feet the Pokemon card. This is why you got to watch every stream, mate. Jamie is 36, yeah. If it looks dumb, it's probably not dumb. If it looks dumb and it works, it's probably not dumb. True. Move 8 to 3 and 7 to 4. Fix the list. Jamie does still literally get asked for ID all the time. So true. I absolutely believe Topuria's attributes are more important than Bilal's forward pressure. I think we Ilya Topuria. Absolutely believe Topuria. Yeah, I think we fixed that one, Tony. Yeah. I think we got on that one. Yep. Ilya sub Bryce because he rattled his brain first, so that's mixing in the subs and the striking though, Toad. That is MMAing. You've given a MMA argument to an MMA problem, Toad, to be fair. I forgot my ID once and they were going to sell me alcohol, and luckily Doug was there. They still almost didn't sell it to me. True, they literally thought I was just hanging out with like a 17-year-old girl. Why is John Jones not back on the list? Because fuck him. Chat decided, mate. Chat decided. You guys need to factor in the level of competition into the pound for pound. Ilya's best wins shit all over Bilal's and Aspinall's. No. No, that's not true. Bilal's the one that hurt Gilbert Burns' arm. Bilal beat Leon Edwards. What else are Bilal's good wins? Fuck. Although, what has Ilya got? Ilya's got Volk, who is coming off 2 months' notice and a horrible head kick, KO, and Bryce Mitchell, and Josh Emmett. Yeah, I don't know if I think they are pretty comparable, to be honest, Tony. Some of Merab's takedowns were not that great. It's just O'Malley fell over because he's weak as fuck. That outside single was Merab literally grabbing the leg and just shucking him down. It's because heavy wrestling scares strikers, and O'Malley got scared, man. Did you see Chael call Grasso a dumb son of a bitch on his recap? I did not. Holy shit. Please send me the link to that, Nacho. Put that in the Discord, please. A compromised Volk is his only... Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, Cage. Yeah. Yep. I'm afraid to say it. I think I know which one you're going to go with, mate. I think I know which one you're going to go with. And we'll leave it. It's got something to do with cricket. Gotta try my new octopus. I was willing to martyr myself to get Bones back. I mean, we could put Bones... But if we put Bones... Here's the problem, Nacho. Here's the problem. If I put John Jones on this list, even I'm not so much of a prick that I put him at number 15. And then I've got to start really reworking the list. Bilal's got better wins than Ilya all day. Can you please confirm? Jesus. Bilal. I mean, I've been with Jamie for like 8 years, so I guess. Yes. Bilal. Tapology. Bilal, remember the name, Tapology. Bilal's wins. Leon Edwards, Gilbert Burns, Sean Brady, Vicente Luque, Stephen Thompson. That is a better list of wins than Ilya Tapuria's. That is just straight up a better list than Ilya Tapuria's. Anakin! What's up, Taz? How are you, man? Taz, I'm so sorry. You are like right at the end of the stream, brother. I apologize, man. That went over Dougie's head? Probably. Jamie is consistently blasting Doug's lies as a new favorite. Jamie consistently blasting Doug's. She just fact checks me. Bilal's wins are better than Ilya's wins, right? You've got... So, where's Ilya Tapuria? Alexander Volkanovski, who was compromised. Josh Emmett is just a big meaty hook. R.I.P. Lucas Tracy. Bryce Mitchell is... He thinks the earth is flat. I mean, he knows the earth is flat. He knows that the earth is flat. Jai Herbert. Okay. Ryan Hall. Okay. Damon Jackson. Okay. Yusuf Zalal. This is not a... Bilal's got better. Go live, then go live again. Answer. Got to agree with Tony. Which one was Tony? What was Tony saying? Bryce is base. Which one was Tony saying? If their wins are comparable, then you look at skill level. And Tapuria clears Bilal, Aspinall, and Merab. Merab has better wins, but a much longer career as well. If pound for pound is based on skill, then Ilya is number 2. Pound for pound is based on skill. MMA skill counts for the forward pressure and the grappling to be utilized together. Because if you stand back and just allow the wrestler to come at you and don't apply forward pressure to them, every single time the wrestler spooks the striker. Drickus is number 2 because he applies good forward pressure and wrestling and striking. think that's the pound for pound list. He just spews shit. Gotta agree with Tony. Go live, then go live again. Oh shit, I just realized I should have known Merab would win. Flawless logic. I heard last year from the only person I saw pick Sean against Izzy, Jesse from mixed Mexican martial arts. He said Sean is... Fucking hell, there's a lot. Alright, chat. Stop talking. We gotta wrap this stream up. He said Sean is too dumb to worry about Izzy's strike. He said Sean is too and just do his thing instead of overthinking things and hezitating. Always pick the dumb guy against high-level strikers who normally throw people off. Sean is too dumb to know, so he'll just walk forward. Based Bryce. And I inked myself. Nice one, Kenny. Based. Bryce Mitchell is Bryce Mitchell, and that's enough. Yep. Dougie, remember the firmament. You gotta use discernment. Where is Pink Rick today? I know, he was in my comments section. Trust the science. Tapuria beat Bryce Mitchell, and then 50-42, the only guy to beat Bryce Mitchell. And then 54... Oh, yeah, okay. I get what you're saying, Tony. I get what you're saying. Just outclassed Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett has like 33% striking accuracy and got gifted 2 robbery wins that gave him his ranking. You can't fact check the stats, but it's around there. Yeah, that's why we always sort of laugh at Josh Emmett, because he is just a big meaty hook, and it's like, how were you ranked that high? I feel like Ilya is a bit unproven because he hasn't done a much apart from finding one good combo against Old Man Volk. I still think he's really good, but the max fight will answer a lot. I agree with that, Toad. I think we need to see a little bit more. Volk will come back strong. I disagree, and that kills me inside. If you think Yusuf Zalal isn't a good win, I don't know what to tell you. He was undefeated and has looked great since then, but I did slow down at the... Yeah, I did sort of... Okay, all right. Bilal has better wins over old men. Now we're resume stacking. I'm sort of trying to look at the skill of the fights. Bilal's resume is better. We are just resume stacking, though, here, aren't we? Just posted... I heard that. Nice. Why is O'Malley on the list? I mean, he was just ranked number 2. I mean, where do we have him? Where do we have him? Sean O'Malley. 13. He should be at 13, I feel like, not the AM bro. Is it really that Merab isn't that skilled, or is he just a different shade of DDP? Right. Also, Sean said on his podcast he felt great. He has no excuses and that Merab was just stronger than he thought he would be. Yep. You heard about... I did hear about that. Yep. Do you train, Dougie? Not in the John Jones sense. I mean fight training. No, Eric. No. The streets are my training ground. Tony is in love with Ilya. Ilya is unproven. After he knocked out Volk is ridiculous. Volk was coming off a head kick, Tony. Come on, man. He has the undisputed champ. And let's stop pretending that any heavyweights are good wins. I get Aspinall out here, but why the hell is DDP at number 2? Because of the skill that DDP shows in his fights. The striking plus the wrestling, when you mix it all together, he might be the second most effective skilled for skilled fighter. RIP Volk. Alright, that's it, guys. We've gone... I gotta get out of here. I knew that... You know what? This pound for pound list is still undecided. We're gonna come back to this list for the rest of the week. Tony... I appreciate the conversation and the debate. You've still got me thinking about it. I love you, Kenny. Thank you, man. I love all of you. Yeah, I knew it, Jamie, I know. I knew the second the second Merab one. I'm not joking about DDP. It's ugly, Tony. It's ugly, but it's effective. And I see what you see with Ilya. It's clean striking. It's really clean and it's really pretty. But is it more or less effective than Dricus du Plessis, who gets it done? And Dricus has got the wrestling as well. Where is Ilya's wrestling? Yeah, he submitted Bryce Mitchell. But like Cage said, after knocking him out, after rocking him, Dricus doesn't need to rock you. Dricus will throw the overhand, and as he's throwing the overhand, he's grabbing the leg underhook and dunking you on your ass with a single leg. You know, it's the MMA. He's mixing the MMA. He's mixing the MMA, Tony. He's mixing all the levels. I've got to go. I knew this was going to be a fucking barn burner of a conversation. The second Merab one, I knew we were going to be in trouble. So, I am going to revisit this conversation. Tony, what's up, 316 Immortal? How are you, my friend? God bless you. But unfortunately, we're at the end of the stream. We're at the end of the stream. Boys, thank you all so much for jumping on this stream. We're going to revisit the pound for pound list this week. This feels like, since we're in a dead week, this is what we need to sort out this week. If you want to keep the conversation going, Jamie has just posted the DDP. Where is Ilya's wrestling? Watch the Zalal fight. I will. You know what, Tony? I will. I'll watch the Zalal fight this afternoon. DDP is a freak out. I'm about to go and fucking cut my hair. I need to give myself a trim. I'm going to chuck it on in the bathroom while I'm cutting my hair, Tony. I'm going to watch it. We're out of here. I got to go. Guys, we're going to revisit this list all week. This is the conversation this week. Who is number 2 on the fucking pound for pound list? That's what we're going to sort out. Guys, if you are in England, have a great day. If you are in Canada, where's Christian Grey? If you're in Canada, have a great night. If you're in America, have a great night. 316 Immortal, thank you for the $3. God bless you, my friend. Cheers. Thank you very, very much. If you're in Australia, don't watch the Zalal fight. It's AI. If you're in Australia, have a fucking amazing afternoon. If you're in Warrnambool and your name's Bilal, have a great afternoon. If you're in Warrnambool and your name's Nacho, go fuck yourself. I'm just playing, mate. You know I love you. And until then, I will see you guys in tomorrow's stream, in tomorrow's video. Have a good night. Nacho, genuinely, thank you so much for the donations, man. I know 316's a religious dude, so I'm giving him the love. I'll see you guys in the next stream. See you guys later. Have a good night.